Hi, welcome back to another Junior Statistics video. We're going to chat about a statistic called a quartile. In statistics, quartiles give us an indication on how spread out or how close together the data is. Now we've come across a statistic called the range, which is the highest minus the lowest. That also helps us determine how spread out data is, but quartiles are a little bit more complex and they get really involved and look into the data, and they especially focus on what we're going to call the middle 50%. But we'll chat about these things in another video. So let's get into what quartiles are about. So here's some data and they've been put into order. So I'm just drawing a number line here with the numbers and the data on the number line. So let's count into the middle and find our median. The middle number is the median. So median is 18. So that's our median 18, right? That's the average called the median. Right, so now what we've got is we've got a group of data below the median and a group of data above the median, right? And I'm going to color these blue and green if you can see that. Right, so now let's just focus on the group below the mean on the left hand of the mean, and let's find the middle number of that group. So here we go, one off bottom, one off top, bottom, top, and there's the middle number, 14. Now this has a name called the lower quartile. Lower quartile. The lower quartile is often abbreviated as LQ. Right, now we can turn our attention to the numbers or data above the median, to the right of 18, and we're going to find the middle of that set of data. So one off bottom, one off top, one off bottom, one off top. There's the middle number, 22. This has a name called the upper quartile. Upper quartile. And this is often abbreviated as UQ. LQ for lower quartile, UQ for upper quartile. Right, if we add in statistics, we already know the lowest value and the highest value. Then we come across these 5 statistics. The lowest value, the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and the highest value. And these are very useful statistics when we analyze data. You can see with these 5 statistics, we've actually broken the data up into 4 groups. If you can see the 4 different colored sections that represent our 4 sections or 4 groups of data, which is why we use the word quartile. Quarter means 4. Right, now there's 4 different scenarios for calculating quartiles. We're only going to have time in this video to focus on the first 2, and in the second video, you can look at the second 2. All right, here's example 1, scenario 1. Find the median, lower quartile, and upper quartile for this set of data. So the numbers are in order. So now we just need to count in and find the middle number. The middle number happens to be 62. That's our median. Right, now let's find our lower group. All the numbers to the left of 62 in the lower group, all the numbers to the right are in the upper group. Let's focus on that lower group and find that middle number. So one off bottom, one off top, one off bottom, one off top. The middle number of that group's 59. That gets called our lower quartile or LQ. Now we can turn our attention to the upper group to the right of 62, and we can find the middle. So one off top, one off bottom, one off top, one off bottom. We can find that middle number, which is 70, and we call it an upper quartile or UQ. All right, so for example 1, that's quite a simple scenario. We can find the median in the middle, and then the lower quartile and upper quartile again in the middle of each of those groups. All right, let's move on to scenario 2 or example 2. So we're finding the median, lower quartile, and upper quartile, these numbers. Numbers are in order, fantastic. We're going to count in and find the middle number. There it is, it's 61. So we've got our lower group and our upper group. Fantastic, looking good. Right, let's turn our attention to the lower group and find the middle number. When we go one off bottom and one off top, we suddenly stop because there's 2 numbers in the middle. Now we've come across the scenario with medians before. When there are 2 numbers in the middle, we must add up and divide it by 2 because there's 2 numbers to get the middle of them. So 56 plus 59 divide 2 gives me a lower quartile halfway of 57.5. Right, let's do the same for the upper group. One off bottom, one off top. There's our 2 numbers in the middle. We add them together, divide by 2, and that gives us a value of 65 exactly. So there it is for scenario 2. Our median's in the middle of 61, but our lower and upper quartiles are in the middle of 2 numbers. Right, hopefully you keep watching the next video for the next 2 scenarios. Thanks for watching.